Hello everyone, how's everybody doing today? I'm gonna go next door to our neighbor's home. I have not done a video over there in quite some time, several weeks. And the reason for that, I was waiting for a milestone. As I bring you updates, I wanna bring you something that's exciting. And the roof is starting to go on at our neighbor's home. So we're happy about that. And we're gonna take a walk over there and show you the progress. We just came out of a pretty big 6-day storm. You've seen my video about the solar and the fact I had to use a generator to keep my solar going. So hopefully everybody got a chance to see that video. But we're back to normal. The weather is really nice. Some of our red bushes here, let me turn the camera around. Some of these actually laid over with the wind because the wind was coming from this way. Remember the monsoonal rain that I talked about? So look at all my string lines. See my string? I got these all standing up. Hopefully they'll get rooted quickly, and you can see how I tied it. I did the best I could. Look at this, guys. Pretty funny, right? All tied back to the Kubo. We'll try to get everything to stand back up. Look like this one's starting to lean a little bit. I have to work on that. So let me turn it. A little breezy today. It's a beautiful day. So glad that we're not dealing with all that rain. Drainage worked perfect. No leaks in the house. Everything just worked out really well. But it was 6 days of very heavy rain, and it was raining sideways just about every day. So I got to do a video of the progress of what the guys are making. Now they haven't been here in 2 weeks. And I got to shut the gate real quick. Hold on one second. It's the beauty of having an electric gate. Very easy to open and close. But we've done a lot of projects right before the storm. We were wrapping up. We were probably a week away from being done. And then guess what? Big storm. So I'll give you just a quick taste. Take a look at Wilma's flower boxes. All the way the length of the property. But we still have all this painting to do, and obviously all this has to be cleaned up, and we got to get the rocks moved. And Wilma bought a whole bunch of plants, probably 50 plants we bought at the nursery. Some of them are going to come out here. So just to kind of show you what's going on, about a week's worth of projects left. The guys haven't been here in 2 weeks. So tomorrow's Monday. So they're scheduled to be here tomorrow, and then hopefully 6 days of work. We'll get all the remaining projects done, and then I can do kind of an overall video of all the projects that we did, and kind of show you and say we're complete. No more projects for a while. But until then, let's get up to our neighbor's property and show you their progress. All right, so like I said, beautiful day. Look at all the roofing material that's been delivered, and they've been working on the roof. They too had to wait that week. They couldn't start the roof, so they were delayed, but they did get a few days in last week as the storm ended. Laser beam is out full force. All the roof rafters is up, and I'm going to jump in and show you the progress on the roof and a few other updates. All right, so we'll start here. We're here in the living room. You can see the view that's past all the scaffolding. You can see that they're starting with the roof. Now I'm going to zoom in and tell me if you can see the tie wire that are up above the cross members. Don't know if it's picking up, but there is wire. Looks like, I don't know, maybe every 18 inches that span running this way. Let me take the zoom out. That's spanning this way, and it runs with the sheets for the roof, because under the roofing they run insulation. So I'm not sure how much they're putting. just appears, and this is what the insulation looks like. It comes in rolls. It looks like they're using double-sided. Now, my understanding, it comes in 5 mil and 10 mil. So this is double-sided, so the foil is on both sides. See, it's on both sides. That feels like that's 5 mil. So I'm assuming they're putting several layers. I'm not sure. That goes by what the architect recommended. So I'm not sure if they're doubling up or tripling up on the insulation, or did their plan call for just one layer of 5 mil. Not sure. But you can see the foil up there, and that is to create some sort of barrier of the heat, because you know the sun's hot and it's going to create tremendous amount of heat. And the roofing is brown, like I just showed you, and I think there's some pieces over here. See how the roofing is brown? So you know, obviously darker the color, the darker you know, the sun will attract that and absorb that heat. So you know, as opposed to a white roof, you see a lot of roofs here white. Now white roof might not look as attractive, but you can't even see our roof. Our design was with the shed type, and to be that modern look in behind the concrete, you don't even see the roof at all. But we wanted to go with white just to try to keep the heat down. So I think the darker roofs are more attractive, but white obviously is going to be cooler. So I'll have to ask how many layers of insulation they put up. But it looks like, I don't know, 30-40%. Let's see, did I get in here? Oh, they did. Yeah. So the spare rooms are completed all the way through, and a good portion of this side of the house. So I'm going to say 50%. 50% of the home is has the roof. So let me go through real quick, because I haven't been over here in, it's got to be 4 weeks. But about 4 weeks ago, I did do another walkthrough because I misspoke on a couple things again. And I think I got it straight now. So nothing changed here. Living room, no change. Hallway walking towards the kitchen. This is master bedroom, and I'll get over into the master bath in a minute. I want to show you the main area. This is going to be a bathroom, separating the living room from the kitchen. So I got all that right. This is going to be storage area, pantry. And then we talked about this, several updates. 2 spare rooms with 2 baths. That's the back of the home. TV room. So that's not going to change. But where I did not realize, I assumed, and I think you would too, see the wall here? You would assume that the home ends right here. But it doesn't. This is the kitchen. That's leading out to the carport. But there's going to be an office right here. And I did not know that. I assumed, because of the wall, that the house was going to end right here. Looks like a couple of meters. So eventually there'll be another wall right here. So let me go out, turn around. This is going to be an office area right here. So when I spoke about the wheelchair ramp that would come up here, I think I told you that it's going to come up, which it still is, turn, go this way, and then go into this little foyer before it goes into the house. That's incorrect. The wheelchair ramp will come up and turn and go into the office. So that makes a lot more sense. Accessible, much easier, just one turn. So this wall here will extend, and there's going to be an office here. So when they explained that to me, they were talking about Starlink, and they know that we just installed Starlink, and I think you can see it. Can you see our Starlink satellite right there, looking straight up in the air. And I will tell you, with all that 6 days of rain and heavy driving rain, never lost connection once. Not at least when we were using it. It might have lost connection when we weren't using internet. But with the TV and computer and using our phones, we never lost connection. So that's pretty amazing. I heard that it does on occasion, real heavy rains. But I'll tell you, it was raining pretty heavy. Never once lost it. So that is a change. So wheelchair ramp, come up, turn, office, and it'll lead right into the kitchen area. And I also did not know, and I said I'd get back to you, this is leading out to the carport. So there's 3 rooms here. And I said I really didn't know what each of the rooms was. Now, you can see the doorways. See the doorway there, the doorway there, the doorway there. This is going to be all filled in with rocks. And then this is going to be a platform right here. So basically from this floor level, comes right out level. And then there'll be steps out there going down to the carport. So this room here, which I said was going to be a little foyer for the wheelchair ramp, which I was incorrect because the wheelchair ramp goes out that way. This is going to be the utility room for all the electrical. So this is going to be where all the electrical comes in. This room, I did guess correctly. This is going to be the dirty kitchen right here. And then eventually the homeowner is going to put solar for this house. And this is going to be the solar room. So again, the floor level will be here. And this is where all the components will be in batteries, inverter, all the wires coming in for solar. So solar room, dirty kitchen, electrical room. Then this will be the transition. And again, the floor will be up about here. And then there'll be steps coming down to the carport. And then there'll also be steps here going down that way to the bunker. Typhoon shelter will be down that way. And I did reserve 2 spots for Wilma and I. I'm working on getting a spot for Prince. In case there's a typhoon, we'll go in there as well. So I just wanted to update that because last update I said that I would find out if I was correct about those 3 rooms. So now we got that squared away. So this is a big milestone to get the roof on for many reasons. One, it's just nice to see the house coming along, but 2, and probably you guys know, when it rains, the guys stop working. They don't work in the rain. So with that being said, you get the roof on, you can have outside work, inside work. Good days, send the crew outside. On rainy days, send the crew inside. Now, what a big change here is take a look at the ravine. This ravine was just recently purchased by the homeowner. They bought this out to the road. And you can see that they're putting concrete posts, and it looks like a hog wire, or I call it barbed wire, to separate the property. They had it cleared, and now they're starting to plant a bunch of plants. They're going to have bananas down there, all types of fruit trees, all types of flowers. So they've been working on that for the last couple of weeks. So that's a pretty big update as well. And take a look at the steps that they've already installed. See if I can stick the phone through. Wilma's going to be mad when she sees this. See the steps? Take a look at that. Going all the way down. They already have a railing going down to the property. So they're going to treat that as their garden. And again, they're going to have all types of flowers and fruit trees down there. So that's going to be nice. Construction takes time. You got to have patience. We talked about that on the channel all the time. Having patience. Things are always not going to go as planned. There's going to be delays. There's going to be issues. And there's issues everywhere in the world with construction. But I just think there may be just a little more pitfalls, if you will, in the Philippines. And I've told you guys many times that it just seems like Wilma and I get all the stories because we have a channel on YouTube, Building the Philippines, and it's about construction. So I always say 8 out of 10. So if you're sitting back watching this video, contemplating moving to the Philippines and buying a piece of property and building a home, you may want to seriously consider using a lot of caution, because there is a lot of issues out there. And you know, we try not to be negative on this channel. We try to show the positive, because a lot of people come here, and you can say Wilma and I is one of them, and had a pretty easy go of it. You know, we moved in 6 months. That's home, pool, and wall. Now I understand it's a small house, but still, it's a Western style home, and a swimming pool with wall. So to have it done in 6 months and not have any major issues at all, you guys can see the library of 300 videos of us building the home. You know, we were really lucky, but there's always challenges, and we've talked about a lot of those challenges on some videos. And I think Wilma and I are gonna do a few more videos about that topic, because we continue to this day to get emails, messages. A lot of you don't like putting the comments that is visible by everyone, and I understand that, but you like to tell, you know, your story, because you know, obviously you've been frustrated, you've been taken advantage of, you've been scammed, you've lost money, or just had issues, and it just seems rampant. And it's just something that I think Wilma and I have a duty to let everyone know what those challenges are. And it's not just challenges with building, with the land, with the utilities, electrical, with water, with getting permits, you know, architect issues. I mean, the list goes on, and Wilma and I have 100 stories to tell. Let me see if I could zoom in and show you. Remember I said I was going to put conduit around the wire for the Starlink? Middle of the screen, can you see Starlink there under that beam of our neighbor's house? See the orange conduit? I was able to get up there one hot day and put that wire for Starlink in that flexible orange conduit all the way to where there's no more sun. So all the way across the roof, down the side of the house. So it's all fixed. So hopefully that will help that wire not deal with this massive sun. So the fence area here, for all intents and purposes, is complete, except for this area right here. And typically the driveway area is the last thing, because still getting deliveries and you don't want to pour your concrete. Just like the very last thing we did was our driveway. So once the roof is on, they get everything rendered. You can see rendering is starting to take place. Take a look here in the master bedroom. See how they're starting to render? So now they're starting the finishing work. So once the roof is on, things will improve, because again, if it rains every day during the rainy season for an hour or so, if the roof is not on, guess what? You're not getting 8 hours out of your guys. You're getting 7. And that adds up over the course of a, say, 10-month build. Hey, Sandy girl, you finally found me? I don't know what she was doing, but hey girl, where were you? Usually you're following me. She must have been out and about somewhere. So Wilma and I are going to do a couple talking head videos just about some of the pitfalls. Like, I'll give you an example, just one. They're getting ready to render. Guess what? Ran out of water. Now, we're not out of water, so that's odd. But I do know that the water line is down here for the majority of the subdivision. See the water lines right there? Look at all the flowers. Wow. I didn't know they had so many flowers there. So they're delivering flowers to be put down in their garden. But right in the middle of the screen, I don't know if you can see, there's meters there. So that is one line of water that comes down, and all these homes can tap into that. Now, we were the first home, so there's another water line that comes that way down the mountain, and we tapped into that. Now, we didn't decide to tap into that. Darwin told us to tap into that because the municipal does the hookup. We don't. They don't even let your plumber do it. The municipal plumber. So we're not out of water. But yet, I was told today, 5 days no water. So just think if that happens during your build where you need water. So I found out about that today, and what we're going to do is, my water line that goes into the pool. This afternoon, I'm going to tap into that and throw a garden hose over the wall right here. And when they come in tomorrow, the crew, I think they're here 7:30, I'll tell them, get a couple of blue buckets, which usually there's blue buckets here. I don't see any right now. And start filling the 55-gallon drums with water that'll come from our municipal water, because ours is flowing. And that'll keep them going. So, in fact, if I can find a blue bucket, I'll start filling it now. So when they come in tomorrow, it's already full. So let's look for the blue bucket together. I don't think I've seen any up that way. Let's take a walk out here. Because I'll go ahead and fill that up so they don't have to wait, because what the crew will do is they'll have to sit and wait for water to get saved up. I see they're not blue, but I do see 55-gallon drums. Let's take a peek inside and see if there's any water in there. Now, if they already have water in them, I probably can't move them. And my water hose will not reach this far. So let's see if they have some water here. Okay, a little bit there, a little bit there. So I'll dump that out, because that's only, 6 inches of water, not even 10% full. And then I'll go ahead and pull this over there and get that filled up. So when they come in tomorrow, they have water. All right, so you guys are listening to me think things through. But I haven't done an update over here in quite some time. Wanted to show you that the roof is going on. That's a big milestone. And that'll make the crew more productive, because rainy weather, they can do inside work. All right, took the hose over the wall. Got the 55-gallon drum set up. Got some water flowing. It's gonna take some time. It's not a lot of pressure out of the municipal line. That's why everybody has water storage tanks, pressure tanks, and pressure pump. Because without those three, there you go. That's how much water you're gonna get on a 1/2-inch line. That's it. So that's why you want to have some water storage. So glad we went with a second tank and pressure pump and pressure tank. Well, I'll let that fill up. We'll see how long that takes. That'll get them going. They can make several batches. See how I put it right next to the mixer? So when they ladle it in, they don't have to travel. But I'll let that fill. And I humped this thing all the way around. The other one has some water in it, so I'll let them worry about getting that up here tomorrow. But it probably makes sense for them to bring both tanks up here and just keep them full and let that run. So they'll be able to keep the crew going tomorrow.